good, y'all? Let's talk about last night's Saturday night main event. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Saturday night main event, it was not garbage. I wouldn't even say it was boring. It was just predictable. You know what I'm saying? If I can predict what the result of every match is gonna be before it even happens, the show's not good. And that is literally exactly what happened last night at Saturday night main event. Going into the match with Jacobfatu and Codyrhodes, and that was the first match of the show, I knew two things were going to happen. I knew that there was going to be no winner, and I knew that Drew McIntyre was going to get involved, and I just knew it, bro. I said, because I kept thinking, like, who needs to win this match more, Jacobfatu or Codyrhodes? And I kind of feel like Jacobfatu needs it more, but at the same time, Codyrhodes is the biggest babyface in the company. He has not officially turned heel yet, and even though Codyrhodes isn't Johncena, he is Johncena's replacement. They've made that super clear, right? So they can't afford for their top babyface, who literally just lost his title to Drew McIntyre, they can't afford him to lose this match to Jacobfatu. That's how I knew that this match was going to have no winner. So as I predicted, they start the show off with a brawl, okay? We had a War Games Part 3. You guys notice how Triple H keeps doing these War Games things? Like, War Games was last year in December, but yet we've already had 3 different War Games to start off 2026. So we started off Saturday night main event with a brawl between Codyrhodes and Jacobfatu. You know, they were brawling backstage. There was a nice scene where Codyrhodes kept throwing drinks in Jacobfatu's face, which I thought was disrespectful. Like, bro, I know it's wrestling, I know it's fake, but if you throw a drink in my face, bro, I'm going to uppercut you on some Mike Tyson type shit. I don't care if it's fake or not. You're not finna throw a drink in my face. Codyrhodes did that twice. There was 2 times where he took a drink and just threw it in Jacobfatu's face. You know what I'm saying? So, long story short, Drew McIntyre interferes. He takes out both guys. Also makes him look simultaneously stronger and generate more heat, which is good because, in my opinion, Drew McIntyre is the biggest heel in the WWE. Not Gunther. I think it's Drew McIntyre. So this was unique and fun. The only downside here is that the natural escalation of what projects to be long-term feud feels a little out of whack since we've already essentially seen a street fight. You know what I'm saying? So where does Jacobfatu and Codyrhodes go from here? Are they going to fight each other again? What I think is going to happen is I think that we are going to get a triple threat title match between Drew McIntyre, Codyrhodes, and Jacobfatu. I don't think Sami Zayn... Oh, by the way, Sami Zayn won the main event. Let's just get that out the way. That pissed me off, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. I don't see Drew McIntyre losing this title to Sami Zayn, but I do think that we're going to have a triple threat title match between Drew, Jacobfatu, and Cody, and I think that's going to be the match where Codyrhodes officially turns heel. So next we have a title match between Rio and Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez. I knew that Rio was going to win this match because they literally just won the title. They haven't even had the titles for 3 weeks yet, so there was no way that they were going to lose this match when they literally just won the titles. Like I said, bro, this show was 100% predictable. So long story short, Stephanie Valkyrie, Raquel Rodriguez interrupted the match. She almost stopped Rio from winning this match, but Stephanie Valkyrie, she made the save and she took out Raquel Rodriguez. By the way, Raquel Rodriguez is awesome, bro. She's very intimidating. She's tall. Like, she makes wrestling look real. I think Raquel Rodriguez should take that championship from Stephanie Valkyrie because I'm going to be honest with y'all. Since Stephanie Valkyrie has moved up to the main roster, I haven't been impressed at all with Stephanie Valkyrie. And it's crazy I'm saying that because Stephanie Valkyrie on NXT was my favorite women's wrestler in the world. You know what I'm saying? But since she's moved up, I don't know, maybe it's because Booker T's at the announcer. Her matches are just boring. She can barely speak English. And she's just not an entertaining wrestler. You know what I'm saying? So she came out and she pretty much stopped Raquel Rodriguez from attacking Rhearipley and Iyosky. And basically, Rio retained the championships. You know what I'm saying? As for the champions, their next challenge will come from Julia and Kiana James. And both are extremely viable options to win next week's Royal Rumble match. So after that, we had a semi-retirement match between AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. I think that this was the best match on the card. This match between AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura, this match was pure cinema, okay? You really couldn't tell who was going to win the match because, you know, I kind of felt like Nakamura was going to win at first because AJ Styles is about to get retired at the Royal Rumble by Gunther, right? So I thought that AJ Styles was going to put over Shinsuke Nakamura, who hasn't really done anything meaningful since he lost his United States title to LA Knight. But AJ Styles pulled it off. You know what I'm saying? He ended up winning the match. You know, like I said, the match was good. The match ended clean with no interference from Gunther. I did think Gunther was possibly going to interfere the match. But long story short, AJ Styles won the match. And let's move on. So next, we got the main event between Sami Zayn, Damian Priest, Randy Orton, and Whoop That Trick. Whoop That Trick. Now, everybody that's subscribed to this channel, you guys know Trick Williams is my favorite wrestler, but I had to be realistic, y'all, right? Now, I got to give Triple H credit when it's due. Since Trick Williams has came to SmackDown, I love how Triple H has booked Trick Williams. We seen Trick Williams close out a show on last week's SmackDown. You know, he put Trick Williams in the main event less than a month after moving up to the main roster. You know what I'm saying? He is definitely making Trick Williams look like who Trick Williams knows he is, which is a superstar. And if he continues to get booked like this, like he's all like, bro, I want y'all to think about this, bro. Trick Williams hasn't even been on SmackDown for a full month and he's already over. This dude is getting Whoop That Trick chants overseas. Overseas, not just in America, overseas in European countries, bro. Like, bro, last night at Saturday Night Main Event in Canada, wherever they was at, he got the biggest pop out of he got a bigger pop than Randy Orton. He got a bigger pop than Sami Zayn in his own country. He got a bigger pop than Rhearipley. That says a lot, bro. Trick Williams is him. He's the real deal, Holyfield. But realistically, I knew he wasn't gonna win this match. I knew that Sami Zayn was going to win this match because let's be honest, guys. Sami Zayn has been on the main roster for about 6 years now, right? He's a jobber. He's a mid-card jobber. He's won the Intercontinental Championship and he won the United States Championship. But when you take a look at Sami Zayn's character, right, they have to at least give this guy chances to compete for a major world title, right? He tried to compete for the World Heavyweight title. He failed. Now he's going after the WWE Undisputed title. I think he's going to fail again. So I knew that Sami Zayn was going to win this match, but the way that they booked this match, you couldn't really tell who was going to win this match. Like, there was times where it looked like Trick Williams was going to win because Trick Williams, he was just doing some heel stuff, like, you know, like one dude would hit a finisher and then Trick Williams would clothesline him and try to get the pinfall after somebody did their finisher. So Trick Williams, he played the heel role perfectly throughout the entire match. Orton got in plenty of his signature offense and should still be on the hunt in the main event picture. And Priest, despite taking the pin, he looked very strong. This match serves as a reminder that he is a former World Heavyweight Champion. My one grip here is that we already seen McIntyre deliver a sneak attack and issue a scathing warning to the WWE locker room. Dipping back into that will only to get run off by Zayn felt a bit off, as opposed to a stare down between the two or simply nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, Sami Zayn won the match. He is going to face Drew McIntyre for that WWE Undisputed title. And like I said, I wanted my boy Trick Williams or Randy Orton to win this match. But we got to have an honest conversation. And I've already made multiple videos about this, guys. At some point, we got to have an honest conversation about Randy Orton, right? Randy Orton's in his mid-40s. He's probably going to retire within the next, let's say, 3 years, right? At what point is Randy Orton going to get gold, right? Like, I know that Sami Zayn deserves a shot, but if you're Randy Orton, right? I can't believe I'm saying this, but Randy Orton's been a jobber for the last 3 years. Ever since Triple H took over Vince McMahon's position as the chief content officer, which is basically the booker, like he signs off on everything, Triple H hasn't done anything with Randy Orton And I think it's very disrespectful because we're talking about the Viper. We're talking about the legend killer. Randy Orton is one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. He deserves to win gold. And we know Randy Orton's not going to win the Royal Rumble. That's not going to happen. Like, at some point, bro, we just have to admit, bro, like, Triple H doesn't like Randy Orton. And whenever Randy Orton's contract is up with the WWE, because you guys got to remember, Randy Orton, he's been with the WWE from day one. If he ends up leaving this company, I wouldn't be surprised, bro, because they're not doing anything with Randy Orton. They're not doing anything valuable with Randy Orton. Every time it looks like he's possibly, going to win a championship, he loses. And Randy Orton is on track to pass Johncena as having the most world titles ever. But it's obvious at this point that they don't want Randy Orton to break that record. I think it's obvious. So we got to have an honest conversation about that. So overall, I would give this Saturday night main event a 4 out of 10. Like I said, bro, if I can predict everything that's going to happen in the match, in the matches, it's not a good card. You know what I'm saying? The best match was Snme versus Ajstyles. The main event was entertaining, but it was predictable. And that's my thoughts on that, man. Let me know what y'all think. It's your boy Wavy, Stay Wavy TV. Make sure y'all subscribe, thumbs up the video, leave a comment. Yeah. I'm out. Welcome to the vibe. Stay wavy in the mix, got the culture on the rise. Tap in, hit subscribe, ring that bell, let it ride. We gon' surf through the trends, give you game every time. Reviews, new views, keep it honest, never fake. If you're looking for the wave, this the channel you embrace. Stay